Hi, everyone. I'm Karen Curry Parker. Welcome to the Understanding Human Design podcast. I'm here today with Quantum Human Design's Level 2 Specialist, Stefanie Atkins, who is going to be sharing with us a little bit about how she uses human design to help women entrepreneurs tap into their own freedom brand and to craft their own way of doing business that's in alignment with the true story of who they are, so that business becomes a place of self-expression, a place where they can really shine their light out into the world without compromising any aspect of who they are in the world. Welcome, Stefanie. I'm so excited for this conversation. Awesome. So I want to talk to you because you and I have a lot in common, in the sense that you right now are a single parent with small children, and I was for many, many years a full-time single parent with teenagers. And before that, they were not teenagers, but the teenager part is kind of burned into my brain. And you're also a parent of a 14-year-old. So you have two small children and a 14-year-old. And you're really consciously working on creating business as an entrepreneur your way. You are defining it for yourself, and you're helping women do the same. What does that mean when you say, helping women do business their way, helping business do business in such a way that isn't just following the rules? What does that mean to you?
To me, that means really just following your own path, being who you truly are meant to be in this world. Before I found human design, I did things very differently. I did things by the book. I did things the way I was told to do it. And I found myself really burnt out. And I finally just said, like, I always had this nudge, this feeling inside of me, like, I don't have to do it this way. It doesn't need to be done this way. And it was through my own searching of different strategies and different applications of how do I really just live my life, have joy, take care of my kids. Like, I didn't want to sacrifice my family for creating this business online. I wanted there to be a way to do both. So that is what I've been really passionate about. That is what I've really found. And I just want women to know that it doesn't have to be, you don't have to choose. You get to be who you truly are meant to be and have the things that you want.
I think it's so important because, I've been in online business and been an entrepreneur literally my entire adult life. I mean, I had a job for 6 months once, and that was it. I'm technically unemployable. And, when I got divorced, my children, I think my youngest daughter was 4 or 5. I mean, she was really little at the time. And then my oldest son was 12. And of course, I had a couple of kids in the middle of that range. And, I was a full-time single parent. Their dad kind of left the picture, and I had full-time financial support responsibilities. And I had to really learn how to structure work and family and do both at the same time. And I couldn't just go get a job for many reasons. One being that I couldn't afford the childcare that it would have cost me to pay for the 4 kids. The jobs I would have gotten wouldn't have even covered that piece. And really, much more importantly, I didn't want to not be home with them. I had been home with them full time up until my divorce, and really trying to balance that out was huge. And at the time when I started doing that, I would, every once in a while, I would go attend like marketing conferences, and I was maybe one of maybe 3 women in the entire auditorium full of guys, right? And these guys would get up on stage, and this is so not going to be like trying to rag on guys, but these guys would get up on stage and they'd say things like, and I homeschool my children, and I get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and I journal for 3 hours, and then I go for a run, and then I have, they have this whole like positive mindset. I'm thinking, how are you doing that in homeschooling your child? Oh yeah, you have a wife. That's how you're doing it. And so really looking at the fact that even the models that were out there of freedom, entrepreneurship, which, you know, a lot of the coaching and online business sort of talks about, do this and be free, was really not applicable to my life as a single mom. Even when I was married, it wasn't applicable to my life because the responsibilities and obligations and the desires that I had around being a mom and having a business were very different. So the way I structured my business from the very beginning always had that peace of mind, which this year this is 2020, in the whole pandemic piece, and I have my 11-year-old at home now homeschooling, I'm so grateful because I literally had zero transition to COVID life, right? It was like the same as my regular life, except I added homeschooling to it because my kids stayed home from school because they went distance learning, but it didn't change the dynamic of how I did my work at all. So it was definitely much more resilient. So you talk about using human design to help women find their power. How do you do that in conjunction with the work that you do?
So I am still in the middle of experimenting with it, but I really want, when I do my individual readings with women, I really want them to have clarity
Mm,
on their purpose and their gifts, and kind of take some of the things that that have kind of been conditioned to kind of look bad or be bad. You know, like for me, I'm a 3 line. I'm supposed to experiment a lot. And
mhm,
a lot of times I have been told that I can't stick with anything. Why, you know, like why can't I just pick one thing and stick to it? Why can't you just listen to me? I already did that. I'm telling you, it's not, don't do that. And I'm going to go do it anyways. But instead of seeing these things as such a negative,
mm,
turning it and shifting it to being a positive, as like, this is how I'm living out my life. This is part of my purpose. I'm going to embrace it, and I'm going to try all of the different things, and um, not feel guilty about it. So I
yeah,
really want to help women not feel guilty or stuck on who they really are, and instead embrace it.
that's beautiful. So do you look at your children's human designs and think about who they are and how you can give them a different set of messages than maybe the ones you were raised with?
Yes, yes. I'm so intentional, and I know more with I have a projector child, and then I have 2 generators. And I can connect more with my projector because I know how it feels. So I'm so intentional with her on, and she's 3, she's about to be 4, but asking her the open-ended questions, making her feel heard, just trying not to either like criticize or like, because sometimes, breaking free from some of these conditions and the way that you've kind of been, some of the things that you hear growing up,
Mm,
I've been just so much more conscious of not doing that. um and really helping all of them, and learning their different styles of who they are.
mhm, mhm. Beautiful. So, what are some of the rules that you've broken with business and coaching?
So I I'm fairly new to the whole coaching world this year. I have been doing network marketing, like direct sales, off and on for 10 years. And I've broken the way that it's been done, that there's so many stereotypes about network marketing and how you run your business, how you do it, how there's like this hustle mentality, and you've got to, you know, make all of the friends lists, and you've got to reach out to all these people, and you need to spend all of this time online. and you've got to go, 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 go. And there was always this like embracing, like embracing the burnout almost. Like you haven't made it until you're so exhausted, you know, and people praise I've been so busy, I forgot to eat today. And I was like, is that really a good thing?
Yeah, right.
That really a flex? Like, it doesn't sound good to me. And I was like, that's not appealing. I want to do it differently. And I know it can be done differently. And I found a way to do it differently. And I do that through automation, and I do that through creating a brand and being able to be yourself and not feel like you have to go do something outside of who you really are.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. So, how can people find you, Stefanie?
So I mainly hang out on Facebook right now. So you can find me and it's actually, I'm such a 3-line. I'm even experimenting with my name. So right now, my name, I've been using my middle name. So it's Stefanie Reed, Reed,
Uh-huh.
at Facebook. So you can find me there. I'm super active over there.
Beautiful. All right, good. And you do one-on-one sessions. What else do you do?
I do a whole array of things. So I do one-on-ones. So I'll do 90-minute sessions with people. I'm also opening up a coaching, like a monthly, it's a 4-week coaching platform. Me, just one-on-one, I'm opening 4 spots for one-on-one clients. It's my first time I'm ever doing it. I'm super excited to be able to like create that intimacy and that relationship, and really just help women step out in who they really are and create what they really want. I help people create freedom brands by leveraging automation and leveraging other people's products as well.
Beautiful. All right. So find Stefanie Reed, Reed, on
That's
Facebook for now.
yeah, for now.
And I'm sure you're also on our quantum alignment system page too. So you can go find Stefanie there. If you go to quantumalignmentsystem.com, find the Quantum Human Design Specialist page, and you can connect with her there too. So thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to watch you continue to do this work. I think empowering women in business is some of the most important work that we can do right now on the planet. And I think, especially in light of this year, there's been a lot of stuff that's come out that says women have really taken the biggest hit in these shifts that have happened during 2020 and the whole pandemic. And I think when women take a hit, they get stronger, they reorganize, they bounce back, and they're more resilient. So I think in this sort of reflective place that we're in, I think we'll reemerge in the world of business and the economy from a much more empowered and realistic and rule breaking kind of place. So thank you for the work that you're doing, and thank you for joining me today. It was nice to meet you.